Welcome to Active Aging with Barb. My name is Barb Eisenberg. I'm a physical therapist assistant and also a licensed massage therapist. I work with a team at Therapy at Home where our passion is to inspire seniors like you to live happier, healthier lives so that you can age successfully and independently with a positive attitude. So together we can create possibilities as we get older and better. This is April, and April is Occupational Therapy Month. So today I'll talk for about 5 minutes about occupational therapy and some of the assistive devices that they might suggest to help you with your activities of daily living. And I'll talk about what those are in a minute, things that you do every day. Then I'll spend about 25 minutes getting moving with an exercise program that's designed for Parkinson's disease patients, but because it's also Parkinson's Disease Awareness Month, but it's also great for anyone who wants to maintain great posture and balance. So great for all of those things. Parkinson's disease, great posture and great balance. These exercises will help with all of those things. Remember though, this is for educational purposes only. It's not meant to diagnose any particular condition or diagnose any particular problem. If you have questions about your own body, make sure you check with your healthcare provider. So, what is an occupational therapist? You may not even know what one is or what one does. Occupational therapy is a therapist who focuses on those activities of daily living. There's 5 basic ones that they usually focus on, and those are dressing, bathing and grooming, toileting, transferring, so going from laying down to sitting up, and eating. So things we don't usually think about until we start having trouble doing them. And when it becomes difficult, one way that can help is to use an assistive device. You might only need to use these devices temporarily while you increase your strength. You may have just come out of the hospital with some kind of problem, and when you come home, you might need to improve your strength before you, excuse me. So you might need to use a device or increase your strength when you get out of the hospital, and then you can no longer need that device. But you also might need it long term. It really depends on your condition. So there's 5 basic ADLs, and I'll go through each one of those and talk about a couple of 1 or 2 devices that might help you with those activities. And it's for many people, it's a matter of dignity and maintaining your independence. Especially, many people don't like asking for help, especially if it's with things like dressing or using the bathroom. So number 1 is dressing. There's 2 things that can be really helpful. One is a reacher. If you drop something on the floor, a long-handled device with a pincher at the end can help you pick something up off the floor if you drop it. There's also something called a sock donner, and it's a device that you can put your sock on, and then you put your foot into the device and use the device to put your socks on. So it can make that very much more easier, and then you wouldn't need any help putting your socks on. Another thing that can help is just by changing the fasteners. If you are having difficulty with buttons or with zippers or things like that, you might just want to get some clothes that don't have those types of fasteners. With laces, some people have trouble with arthritis or loss of function of some of their fingers. You might go to a shoe that has Velcro instead, if that's becoming really difficult, rather than having to ask for help tying your shoes. So those are a couple things that can be really helpful with dressing. With toileting, that's number 2. Sometimes it's as simple as getting a riser, so that you won't have to lower down so far to get to the toilet, and you won't have to get up as far when you start to get up. You might need a grab bar to help with your balance when you're using the toilet. That can be really helpful and important to maintain your safety. And you may have to think about getting incontinence briefs. Sometimes you just can't get to the toilet in time, and you really want to make sure that you keep your clothes from being soiled. So incontinence briefs is another tool that can be really helpful. Number 3 is bathing. Again, a lot of this has to do with safety. You might want to install some grab bars in your shower. You might want a bench in the shower so that you can sit rather than having to stand, which is more difficult for some people with issues with balance. There's something called a hair washer to help you wash your hair. And sometimes it's a matter of just adding an attachment to some of the combs and brushes and things that you use in the bathroom to make it easier for you to hold on to them and use them properly. So ergonomic handles can be really, really helpful. Number 4 is eating. And again, eating has a lot to do with the utensils that you use, being able to grab things and use them in the proper way to get the food up to your mouth. Sometimes it's just getting utensils with different kinds of handles. Sometimes I've learned that there are plates that have partitions so that you can keep the food separated, and you also have something to push the food up against to get the food onto your utensil. If it's a flat plate, that you're trying to push it up on there and it just slides right off the plate. Very simple things, but really, really helpful in maintaining your independence. So number 5 is transferring. So transferring is just going from one position to another or from one surface to another. So going from laying down in your bed to sitting up on the edge of the bed is one type of transfer. And one really great device is called a bed cane. It's attached right to your bed, so it's very sturdy, and it can help you go from laying down to sitting up if you're having trouble with that. There's also bed rails that might serve the same purpose, helping you get up out of bed. Or if you've had issues falling out of bed onto the floor, a bed rail can help you keep you safe. And there's also a handle that you can get for your car. If you have trouble getting out of your car, getting up off the seat in your car, there is a handle that you can get that you just put right in the door jamb, and it helps you get out of the car when you're getting up off the seat of your car, so that you won't need help there. So remember, one of the most difficult things as we get older is a loss of independence, and an occupational therapist has lots of tools in their toolbox to help you maintain that independence. They can work on your strength and on your endurance. They can also help you by providing or helping you learn to use an assistive device. It'll make your life much easier, and you may need them only temporarily or you may need them long term, but you really should take advantage of these so that you can maintain your independence and your dignity. Really, really important. So for our next video, we're going to talk about one more time about occupational therapy. We're going to talk about occupational therapy and how it can help you at any stage of dementia. No matter what stage you're in, there are things that occupational therapists can do to help you maintain the abilities that you have at that stage. So we're going to get exercising in a minute, but if you have not exercised for a long time or have never had an exercise program, you want to make sure you check with your healthcare provider and get the okay from them. If you start exercising and you have chest pains, shortness of breath, dizziness or lightheadedness, make sure you stop immediately and get checked out before you continue. All right, let's get going with our exercise. So we always start with a warm-up. A side-to-side motion is a great way to warm up. It warms up the hips. Then if you bend your knees, you get these large quad muscles going, and these large muscles help pump the blood and pump the oxygen all around your body. So step and bend, step and bend. Then we add the arms, so reaching up. We're trying to stay relaxed because we're just warming up. And you can swing an arm, up and up. Good job. And up. Other arm, up and up. Good work. Now let's do a little rotation. Forgot to mention you need a chair for some of these exercises, so if you don't have one, go grab a chair. All right. So for the first exercise, we're going to sit nice and tall on our chair. And we're going to do some reaches. So you're going to reach out big, reach down big, reach up big, and reach out to the side and hold it here. Really working on posture for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Good job. Reaching out and reaching down. Reaching up big and reaching out big. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Good. Keep going. Reach out big, reach down big, reach up big, reach out big, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish big. All of these are big movements, big amplitude, really opening. We're not like this or like this. Really lengthening every muscle. Reaching out big, reaching down big, reaching up as high as you can, and out big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Good. Out big, down big, up big, and out big. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Reaching out big, reaching down big, reaching up big, and out big. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish big. Excuse me. All right. One more time. Reaching out big, reaching down big, reaching up big, and out big. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Reaching out big. Last one. Down big, and up big, and out big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Good job. One more seated exercise before we do a standing one. So hold on to your chair with one hand. You're going to reach out to the side with one hand and then sweep across. And this back leg tries to straighten out. Front leg is bent. So you're kind of in a lunge but still sitting on your chair, and you're reaching up. And you're holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Go again, reaching out big and sweeping across, turning your hips, lengthening the back leg, front leg is bent. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Reaching out big, reaching across big, and hold here, lengthening here, front knee is bent. Reaching up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Reaching out big, reaching across big, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Again, out big, and across big, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Good. Out big, and across big, and hold big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Good. Out big, and sweeping across big, and hold big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish big. Good. Reaching out big, and across big, and hold big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish big. Good. Now we got to do the other side. Hold on with this hand. Reach out with the other hand. Nice wide stance. Hand is out to the side, really reaching back and sweeping across. Turning the hips, front knee is bent, Back leg is as straight as you can get it. Reaching up, really lengthening the back, lengthening the shoulder all the way to the fingertips. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished big. Good. Out big and across big and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and finish big. Good. Out big and sweep across big and hold big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish big. Good. Out big and across big. Hold big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and finish big. Keep it going. Out big and across big and hold big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish big. Good. Out big and across. Sweep. Really lengthen. Hold big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish big. You should be feeling this across your abdomen, in your back, in your arms, in your legs. So hold, reaching out and sweeping across and holding here nice and tall, lengthening. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish big. We'll do one more. Reaching out big and sweeping across big and hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and finish big. Good job. Next one is standing. So set your chair aside. Start with a nice wide stance. You're going to take one step forward and open up your chest. Hands are turned out. Step back with a slap. So that's the whole thing. Step out, a little bend in your front knee, and come back with a slap. Big step, and back big. Out big, 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 and back big. Other side. Out big, back big. Out big, back big. Out and back. Out, open the chest. Out and back. One more. Out big and back big. Get my chair a little farther away. Now we're going to do this similar movement, but we're going to the side. So big step out to the side. Bend that knee. Open wide. Come back to the starting position. Out big and back big. Out big and back big. Out big and back big. Really reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Out big, back big. Out big, back big. Keep it going. And out and back. If you want to pick up the pace, makes it a little more difficult for your balance. Out big, and we want our muscles to work quickly or slowly. We want to be able to regulate that speed. One more. Out big and back big. All right, other side. So reaching to the other side, stepping out big and back big. Out big, back big. You can even look at your fingertips. Back big. Hands are turned up. Back big. Out big. Back big. Really lengthen. Open that chest. Out and back. If you want to pick up the pace. Out big. Bending that front knee. Remember that knee stays over the ankle. You don't want to have it go over your toes. So stay there. Back big. Out big. Back big. Out big. Back big. Out big, back big. Good posture and balance. A few more times. Out big, back big, out big, out and back. Picking up to finish it off. 2 and 1. Now we're going to do a similar thing. We're going to step backward this time. Starting position is hands up, wrists are flexed, elbows are straight. Then we're going to step back, big step back, front toe comes up, back knee is bent. So it's kind of like a curtsy, return to the original position. So big step back and up, back and up, back, working your balance a little more, back and up. So your arms going up in the back, not just at your side, you're really reaching up with the arms in the back. And up, back big, up big, back big, and 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 up big. I have an issue with my phone. I'm going to fix it. One moment. Okay, next we're going to do rock and reach. So, no, we have to do the other side. So we're starting hands up. We're going to step back with the other foot. Toe comes up and up, back and up. So like a curtsy, back is straight, bending at the hip joints, hands up in the back. Back and up. Good work. Back and up. You should feel a little stretch in the hamstring when you go back. Return, back big and up big. Back big and up big. Back big, up big. Good job. Keep it going. A few more times. And up. Back and up. One more. And up. Shake it out. Really working the wrists on that one. All right, we're going to do, next one is rock and reach. This one you don't move your legs. You just start with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You start by shifting your weight forward and backward. So lifting the back heel, front toe, back heel up, front toe up. Shifting your weight, toe up, heel up, then add the arms. Rock and reach. So we're rocking forward and back. Back and forward. Really big swings. Big swings. This is to help with a nice long stride. Nice arm swing. Swinging your arms when you walk is normal. It's a normal part of your gait. And it can help increase your step length. Bigger swings give bigger steps, generally. So big swings. Up in the front and back in the back. Really reaching. Let's switch legs. We had 1 foot forward, now put the other foot forward. And start with the rocking. Heel up in the back, toe up in the front. Rocking first, get that motion going if you feel comfortable with that after a while. Then you add the arm swings. So arm up, reach and rock, rock and reach, reach and rock, rock and reach. Heel up and toe up. Nice tall posture. Reaching as high as you can to the front and as far as you can in the back. Fingers are spread wide. Really want big fingers. Reach and rock, rock and reach. Good job. Next one, you'll need your chair. This one's a little harder on balance. I'm going to put my chair behind me, because we're going to do a big twist. So start with a wide stance. You're going to turn and try to reach in both directions. So that's why you want to have your chair behind you. You might want to start with one hand on it and just reach with one arm out to the side and do a big twist. Back to center. Big twist. Back to center. Big twist. So that's a good way to start it, keeping one hand on that chair. Big twist. The twist is really from your abdomen, from your middle. Hips are turning a little bit, but not much. Most of the twist is above your waist. Back to center. If you're feeling comfortable, once you get the twist, try to let go and reach out with both arms. And then if you want to do both arms without the chair, if you want to work your balance some more, back to center, reach and twist. Back to center, reach and twist. Back to center, really good for the core. One more, reach and twist. Back to center, other side. So hand on the chair, reach out with one arm, big twist. Trying to look at the wall behind you. Big twist. Back to center, big twist. Back to center, keep it going, big twist. Back to center. For some reason, I always want to bend my knees on this one. You really don't have to bend them at all, maybe just a little bit. The twist is really coming from above the waist, mostly. Back to center. Let's try without. So reach and twist. Back to center. Reach and twist. Try to really lengthen. Back to center. Reach and twist. This is the hard one on your balance, so don't worry if you don't get it right away. Just say, I don't have it yet. Back to center. That implies hope that we're going to get better. Back to center. Reach and twist. Back to center. Really working the core, working the shoulders, working the legs. Full body movement. Couple more times. Reach and twist. Back to center. Reach and twist. Back to center. Two more. Reach and twist. Back to center. Last one. Reach and twist. And back to center. Roll out those shoulders and grab your chair. Next one is sit to stand. So very great exercise for legs, for posture. You're going to sit toward the front of the chair and reach out and stand up. We're going to do this a bunch of times. So reaching out, standing up. If you have to use your chair, but try to either use maybe just one hand or reaching out and just using your legs to come up and to lower down. Working your muscles in two different ways. When you're going up, it's a contraction, and when you're going down, it's an eccentric contraction. So reaching out, coming up, reaching out, lower down with control. You really want to have control when you're getting up and down from a chair. Reaching out, lower down, really great quad work. All right, next, another twist. So a nice wide stance. Arms straight out to the side. One hand is going to reach over and clap. Everything else stays the same. So another big twist for core, for shoulders. Reaching out, reaching across for a big clap. Reaching out and open, out and open, out and open, out and open. Really working shoulders, working posture. Big clap. And open, and open, and open, and open. Keep it up a few more times. Open wide, open, open, really working, shoulders working back, and open. Shake it out, roll those shoulders, Now we're going to do some squats. So this time we're not sitting down, but we are doing a motion similar to that. So reaching out, lower down, and come up. Reaching out, lower down, and come up. Nice and wide. Reaching out, lower down, not sitting this time, and open up the chest. One more. Reaching out and coming up. Good job. All right. One more thing before we do our cool down. Knees are nice and wide. We're going to reach one elbow to a knee. Reaching up with the arm. Reaching out with the leg. So lengthen that leg. Really lengthen. Lengthen from your shoulder to your fingertips. From your hip to your toes. And back to center. Elbow to knee. Other side. Reaching up. Lengthen this leg. Lengthen that arm. Straight up as much as you can. Really should feel it stretching out the ribs. This is not what we're looking for. We're looking for really lengthening. If you're feeling like this is too easy, you're not really lengthening. So really lengthen. Reach higher, reach higher. Back to center. Reach up as high as you can. Back to center. If you want to make it harder, you can reach to the floor and lengthen. And back to center. Other side. Reach up, lengthen. Reach into the floor this time if you want to make it harder. If not, you can stay here. Here's the advanced version. And back to center. All right, time for a warm-up. Let's use a chair. I like to use a chair. You can put your foot up on the chair, toes pointing up, bending from your hip joints. Hamstrings are always a good place to start with a stretch. You can go up and down with your toes. You can go in and out to stretch different parts of the hamstring. If you turn your toe out and you come forward, you get that IT band that can be really important. It's a stabilizer for your knee, but if it gets too tight, it can actually cause a little knee pain. So you want to have a little bit of flexibility in that IT band on the outside of the leg. And let's do the other side. Toe pointing up, bending from your hip joint, coming forward, and up and down with the toe. You can go in and out to loosen up that hip joint. When hips are not moving as they should in all different directions, it can lead to low back pain, foot pain even. You really want to make sure that those hip joints are nice and flexible. Turn your toe out, coming forward, getting that IT band, and breathing. One more deep breath, and blow it out. Let's reach across and stretch the shoulder. And reach across, stretch the shoulder. Take a couple breaths, reaching up and blowing it out. Reaching up, inhale, and blow it out. One more. Reaching up, inhale, and blow it out. Thanks for joining me. Be well. Till next time. See you later.